Well, it's a absolutely beautiful fall day here. I haven't ridden my motorcycle in quite a while, so going to meet a friend down at the Kalfkiller Brewery, then we're going to take a ride from there. So let's go ahead and start our journey. We had freezing temperatures the other night. It was pretty cool. Today it's supposed to be up to 70 degrees. Be great for a motorcycle ride, so I'm going to take off. I'm going to head south on Highway 84 towards Monterey and then continue on 84 to Sparta. And our meetup place is at a place called the Kalfkiller Brewery. We're going to meet there. So the trees are, as you can see, are in their autumn glory right now. So we should see some very picturesque scenery on the way down here. Over to our right here is a farm that was donated by the gentleman that lives on my left, and he donated it to the local university, Tennessee Tech University. This is their agricultural department, hands-on farm, I guess we'd call it, where they do some research. Just thought I'd stop here for a minute. I think one of the biggest products that we produce here in Tennessee is rocks, believe it or not. You can see all these slices of rocks here. Inside that building right there are two gigantic rock saws. The blades must be like 6 feet across, and it's quite a sophisticated operation they got going there. I watched them build this building here. Couldn't figure out what the heck they were doing until I finally pulled in here one day and saw the machinery and asked them what they were doing, and they explained. But anyways, you can see all the rocks here that they've sliced and diced, and I guess they can make these rocks any size you want, any thickness. And so these hills around here are composed of all this rock. So they just mine these hillsides and just pull all this rock out. I guess it provides quite a bit of jobs around here, but these rocks are expensive as hell especially when you have to pay transportation costs because how heavy they are. But anyway, let's continue on our journey. Oh, look at that. I assume that's a maple tree right there in front of us. And a glorious red and gold. Well, we're on the road leading into the town of Monterey, Tennessee. Small town right on I-40, just east of Cookeville. This area right here, you can see they've done a lot of work to this. In the 15 years I've lived here, this area right here caved in 3 or 4 times. And they finally, they used to always kind of band-aid fix it, but the last time it caved in, they went all out and completely re-ramped the whole side of the mountain there. Haven't had any problems since. Welcome to Monterey. They tore down some buildings and built a whole new building in its place, a plaza. And there was a facade to the old bank that was there, and they kept the old facade and they incorporated it into the new building. And I'll show it to you up here in just a second. It was nice that they was able to keep a part of that building that they tore down. This is the new building right here, and as you can see at the very end down here, well, this building right here, that's the facade of the Bank of Monterey. That's the original facade there. There is a railroad that comes up to Monterey. It's very rarely ever used anymore, but there's an old hotel right here, and here's the depot. I've never seen a train on this track. Well, we've gone through Monterey. We're on the south side. This is a combination 70 and 84, and if you continued straight, you'd be on 70, but we're gonna turn left here on 84 and head down towards Sparta. This is where it gets nice and twisty. Next 3 miles, you gotta really be, there's no guardrails on this road, so you need to take it easy. Well, you can see it right there. If it was to fly off the side of this road, it would not be a good ending, but it is a nice road. Thankfully, it's nice and dry. It hasn't been raining, so the leaves are dry. If we had wet weather and these leaves were wet, with these knobbies I got on here, I don't think that would be a good combination. This area right here, you can see it's got a pretty deep canyon down here, and flying off here would not be a good place. Down there. Looks like Mr. Possum bit the bullet there. Well, we've basically done the 3 miles to the bottom of the hill here, and then opens up into a little valley. And just up here to the left a little ways, basically not quite the headwaters of the Kalfkiller River, but Kalfkiller is over there at the base of that hill. There's the creek right there, the Kalfkiller. Up this area, it's not really flowing yet. It's kind of some dry spots, kind of disappears, and then it pops back up. But just down a little ways, and it gets flowing then. Well, right now we're still on Highway 84, just north of Sparta, Tennessee. Should be coming up to a turnoff up here, in not too many miles up ahead. Make a left turn, head off to the brewery. But just a lot of small farms, a lot of cattle grazing. Here's one of those old-fashioned barns. A lot of them are falling down and going by the wayside. Some people keep them up. Well, we've made our turn off of Highway 84, and the brewery is just up ahead a little bit. Not very far. So, looks like I'm about 2 minutes. I was supposed to be there at 12. I think it's 11:58 right now, so I might make it by 12. Might show up right on time. We'll see. I believe that's the Kalfkiller River there to our left. Yeah, that's it. You don't see much flowing water. It's got plenty of water right there, but it's a very, very slow moving river, that's for sure. There you can see my GPS right there. We're Kyocera phone with the Locust Pro mapping program. You don't need any cell phone service with it. It's a great little program. Should be right around this corner. Well, here it is. Kalfkiller Brewery. Looks like they got a pretty good lunch crowd here. Well, I can smell the hops from over here. Kalfkiller Brewing Company. Got nice outdoor seating. The beer's pretty good. Well, we've gone south of Sparta on Highway 111 to State Highway, I believe it's 285. We're heading for Lost Creek Falls. My friend Brian, who's behind me, lives in Sparta and has never been here before. So, figured we'd take a ride over there and let him check it out. You can see the color in the hills there. This road here has some really sharp curves in it and some drop-offs. You got to be really careful on this road. If you continue on this road, you hit State Route 30 and it'll take you up to Fall Creek Falls State Park. But we're going to make a turn up here before we get there. Right here we're crossing over the Caney Fork River. That looks like some old bridge pillars over there, maybe an old highway. But you get some pretty high waters in there when there's get a good rainstorm. Wow, look at that cabin up on stilts in the floodplain here. This whole area can be flooded out in heavy rains. Well, the pavement is ended. A little gravel here, hard packed. Parking area down here. I bet you it's hunting season again and it's closed. Yep, closed. Big game hunt in progress. Wildlife management area closed to all non-hunting activities. So. Well, it's closed again. This is the wildlife area here. It's closed because it's hunting season. But the falls and the cave is just up the road a little piece. This is my friend Brian here. We've done the Smoky Mountain 500 together in one of my earlier videos, but he's got a Himalayan there and he's only got 1,000 miles on that Himalayan. He's had it for at least 2 years. So he don't get out much in it, but it's a nice bike he's got. My bike's been through hell and back. Got 18,000 something miles on it. You'd be surprised at how many people live in this area and have never been to this waterfall and these caves, in this cave. Down here in the shade, and I don't have my gloves on. It's back there on the highway. Oh, it had to have been over 70 degrees. It was quite comfortable. Now we're down here in all this shade. It's kind of chilly down here. My hands are getting cold. Well, it's a nice hard-packed gravel road here. Clipping along at about 35 miles an hour. I think that was the turnoff right back there. That turn off.
Turn off?
Yeah, right back there. That's funny because there's not even a sign. I'm pretty sure that was the entrance to the fall in the cave. But there was, I don't know what happened to the sign. Oh, there it is, right there. I was looking to coming up the road, I was looking to the left. I guess he wasn't paying attention to the signs. Yeah, it was a small sign. Looks like there's nobody down here. It's got the place all to ourselves. No camping, no fires. Dead use only. A beautiful fall day here. We're the only people here. Well, down there, we had to climb down a trail to get to the waterfall in the cave, and it was colder than the dickens down there. I mean, it was a huge temperature difference just from the parking area and then going down to the cave. I guess it's the cold sink down there where the cold air just sinks down to that level at night, and then you don't get no sun down there because of the topography and the shade and everything. It just doesn't warm up. Yep. The cave is right down there below us at the very bottom. Like we're back on pavement. Pretty little valley there.